Right before God blesses you with something big, He often shakes everything around you first. People leave, plans collapse, doors slam, and you start wondering, did I mess up? But what if that's the sign? Not that He's done with you, but that He's getting ready to trust you with more? Sign number 1, isolation before elevation. When God is about to give you something big, He doesn't start by adding, He starts by subtracting. The first sign isn't applause, it's silence. People you thought would walk with you start fading out. Conversations dry up. Opportunities you prayed for suddenly shut down, and you begin to wonder if you've been abandoned. But that isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. God removes distractions before He releases direction, because where He's taking you next, not everyone can come. Sometimes He'll clear your circle, not to hurt you, but to protect what He's about to place in you. Joseph was separated from his brothers before he reached the palace. David was hidden in the fields before he wore the crown. Isolation doesn't mean God forgot you. It means He's focusing on you. When heaven gets quiet, it's not distance, it's surgery. He's cutting away everything that can't survive the blessing you prayed for. Sign number 2, delay before destiny. When God is about to give you something big, one of the first signs is delay, not denial. Delay. We think waiting means God forgot, but in heaven's timeline, waiting means He's working. If He gave it too soon, the blessing would crush you instead of crown you. Abraham waited decades for Isaac, not because God was late, but because faith had to grow before fatherhood could. David was anointed king, then sent back to the field. The boy who killed lions had to become the man who could lead people. So when heaven says, "Not yet," don't assume you're being ignored. Assume you're being prepared. The longer the wait, the greater the weight He can trust you with. Delay isn't punishment. It's proof that what's coming requires maturity. Sign number 3, confusion before clarity. When God is about to give you something big, He'll often let things stop making sense. The plans that used to flow start falling apart. What felt clear yesterday feels blurry today, and you start asking, God, what are you doing? But that confusion isn't chaos, it's construction. Because before God shows you the promise, He tests if you'll still trust His presence. Look at Job. He lost everything, wealth, family, health, and still said, "Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him." Look at Abraham. God said, "Go to a land I'll show you," but didn't tell him where. That's faith in the dark, walking without a map, only a voice. God doesn't need you to understand the plan. He needs you to stand in the unknown. Because faith isn't proven when life is predictable. It's proven when it's confusing. If you're in a season where nothing adds up, don't assume you missed God. Sometimes He hides clarity to grow your confidence. When the path looks blurry, it's because He's teaching you to see with your spirit, not your sight. Sign number 4, discomfort before promotion. When God is about to give you something big, comfort will start to disappear. The place that once felt safe suddenly feels too small. The job, the routine, the circle, it all starts to itch. That's not failure, that's friction. Because God uses discomfort to push you where comfort never would. Remember Jonah? God called him to Nineveh, but he ran the other way. It took a storm and a fish to make him move, not because God was angry, but because He was aligning him. Or think of Elijah. When the brook dried up, it wasn't punishment, it was promotion. God was saying, "You can't drink here anymore because I'm calling you somewhere greater." When your comfort runs out, it's a clue your calling is kicking in. God removes comfort to reveal capacity, because if you always stay where it's safe, you'll never see what's possible. So when life starts feeling tight, don't fight it, follow it. It's usually the sign He's moving you from familiar to fulfilled. Sign number 5, exposure before expansion. Before God gives you something big, He'll test why you want it, because motives matter more than momentum. You might say, "God bless me with influence," and He'll whisper, "Would you still serve me if no one saw it?" God never promotes pride, He purifies it. That's why sometimes He'll let certain prayers go unanswered until your heart catches up to your request. Look at King Saul, gifted, chosen, powerful, but his motives were poisoned by insecurity. He cared more about applause than obedience, and the kingdom slipped through his hands. But then there's David, same anointing, different heart. When no one clapped for him, he still worshipped. When no one saw him, he still served. That's the difference between ambition and anointing. Ambition wants to be seen. Anointing wants to be obedient. So when God starts exposing pride, jealousy, or impatience, don't run from it. That's not rejection, that's refinement. Because God won't give you something big until your heart is ready to hold it. When God is about to give you something big, it rarely starts with excitement. It starts with silence, separation, testing, and tension. But if you felt isolated, delayed, confused, uncomfortable, exposed, or even under attack, that's not the end. That's evidence that heaven's been preparing you in private for something He's about to reveal in public. Because God never wastes pain, He never removes without replacing, and He never tests without the intention to trust. So if your world feels like it's shifting, maybe it's not falling apart, maybe it's falling into alignment, the waiting, the breaking, the silence. It's all proof that something big is closer than you think. Stay faithful in the quiet, because promotion always starts in private. If this hit your spirit, share it with someone who's in that waiting season, and drop a comment, "I'm staying faithful," because the next season isn't random, it's reveal time.